Hello, and welcome back to Astroneer with me, Bardon. Last time when we went delving into the depths, we found a piece of research you can see over my shoulder there, and I left it on a bit of a cliffhanger, but we're going to open it now. And this, I have no idea what we're going to get because it's pretty random. So let's see. Let's start it up here. And each time you do this, it takes all the power, so the thing has to regen its power. So we got research filters. So if we have a look, I believe I've had filters before. And what? So is that? So it's going to take compound to make filters. Okay, so we're going to make some of those in a minute. But the next thing we're going to do is come across to our smelter. And let's take this off here. So if you place them in the side there, it'll basically take them when it needs them. I think that's just going to leave that one there for now. And then we can take the malachite off. So the malachite is copper. Okay, so let's get ourselves some aluminium or aluminum if you want. And there it is there in front, so we're going to grab that. Now I want to see what happens when I put 2 in. Because I'm not sure how many it actually takes. When it's ready, so it should be powered up now in a second. A nice smelter here. Okay. So that's giving us 2 aluminium. Let's put the malachite in to get ourselves some copper. And the next time we go into the cave, I'm definitely going to get the rest of the malachite that we were working on, because the copper is obviously going to allow us to get, I think it's our printer. There's one copper, which is great. I'll just pop that one on there. So let's put some compound on here. We don't want resin, more compound please. Okay, and then I'm going to make a filter. I think the filter, no, I think, yeah. So I'm going to take off one of these solar panels. Let's put it there for now. And this, I believe this filter, what it's going to do is basically allow us to run around and not worry about oxygen, not worry about being tethered for oxygen, which is great. So what I'm going to do now is take my solar panel and put it on. Can I put it on that one, please? Okay. Let's get that out of the way. It's that side. Okay. And then here we can grab some of the aluminium. Oh, it's like copper. Okay, there we go. And now that's our vehicle bay ready. And when that powers up, we're going to be able to start getting ourselves some vehicles. What I want to do now is get myself some compound here. Okay, thank you. That's hydrazine. Okay. And then we're going to not make filters, we want to make some more, where is it? Tethers. Okay. Okay, and the final one. And again, I forget about the escape. Okay. And something that I forgot about before as well is holding left shift while moving makes you run, so we can get places a lot quicker. So let's get ourselves back down into our little cave. Now, obviously, you do have to be careful while running in the caves, because you could end up getting yourself killed. Okay, so I want to go. I want to straighten up a bit. I want to go over this way. Okay, so let's back up that way. Okay, so let's get a tether here. So what I'm doing is I'm making my way towards the hydrazine, or not. I've just seen hydrazine there to pop into my brain. I mean, we want to get some more of the malachite, which is on the other side. Now, is there? I don't think there's any research there on that one. Okay, so let's continue on. But one thing about the research as well, which I'm not sure that I like because it can be exploited, is that if you save the game, if you haven't saved the game, and there's some more research we can grab on the way back. But if you haven't saved the game and the game crashes, which it can do, I found that at the mouth of a new cave, there's a possibility that the game's going to crash on you. And if that happens, and you had between the last then and the last time you saved, you had opened up a research. The next time you do the research, you could get something completely different. So someone who would be of a, how would I put it, a less, or a more inclined to maybe to gain the system, someone like that would be able to exploit that to get the items that they really wanted, which I don't think is a good idea, but it's something that is available to people if they want to do it. So here's some malachite here, and we are going to get all of it, please. Wait for our power to come back. Okay, here we go. Now I don't want to fall down the hole, so I'm going to have to back up now in a second. And I think that second is now. Okay. Some nice lovely power back. See if we can carefully remove this one without affecting ourselves. Here we go. And that should be it. Now let's do our civic duty and fill the hole back up. Now I haven't tried it myself, but there is a multiplayer mode on this game, and I can imagine that it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. So if you have this game yourself and you have some friends who have it, I'd highly recommend trying out the multiplayer option. because the kind of scrapes you can get yourself into this game that maybe, you know, if you're playing it your own, maybe somewhat frustrating, can be when your friends involved, can be hilarious and just increase the entertainment value by untold amounts. So now I'm getting some more stuff here, which is great. So this is going to be more aluminium. Push the wall back a bit there. Some more under here as well. Oh, we're definitely going to have to back up. Okay, let's get that from there. I think over there we're probably done yet. So let's start filling in that side before we back up. And I'm not sure whether it'll happen to me in the future, but it has happened to me in the past where I didn't quite fill in a hole properly like this, and I drove my vehicle into it, and it took me forever to get. Oh, I drove myself into it there as well. But it took me forever to get the thing back out because I had to go down and basically try and make a roadway for the vehicle down the tunnel, which was very difficult because every time that I touched the terrain, the vehicle would shift and move as well. So it wasn't ideal for road building. Let's get this hole at least some way filled in. And the lip here is obviously important. And then that bit there, okay. Should be okay for now. And now this is the stuff we really want right now, which is going to give us copper. Wait. Oh, I need to put down a tether, don't I? Yeah. Okay, we're good to go. I'm not sure what's holding. There we go. Some of them, as soon as they're completely uncovered, will pop up, and others there seems to be maybe a stray atom or something that's keeping them anchored. There we go, there's some more. And now we're switching to the aluminium deposits. Okay, so we need to start filling in again. Even though this filling in mechanic, it's not perfect, but it certainly is very satisfying to just spray in a big hole there. Okay, so now, oh, I don't know what happened there. I didn't think I was pressing the mouse button anyway. There we go. Let's get that there. Okay, so that should be safe-ish anyway. Now let's build that up, and that as well. And then underneath us, here. Oh, we definitely don't want to bury ourselves. Okay, and get there, And there. Okay. So that should be good enough for now. And now I'm going to get rid of those spiky guys as well. And if you've ever been killed by one of them, you know it's very satisfying to do that to them. But I definitely don't want to fall down that hole where they are and let them get their revenge. Okay, so let's give them a burial. Oh, we don't want it in our face, thank you. Ah, there's more over there, look. Okay, let's get that and then bury it. Okay. Let's just wait then for our power to come back. And it really can feel with these cave systems, if even in just one cave you could spend forever. Like I have cleared out one cave system, but it took you know, once I got a vehicle, it was obviously a lot faster to move the research and stuff around. But once you get going, especially as I mentioned with the multiplayer, if you multiplayer with a group of people, and each person takes a section, then you can get through a cave pretty quickly. We're probably going to be, at least another 3 or 4 episodes down here, but we're not too far away from having our first vehicle, which is going to be brilliant. Let's just fill in. I want to get that last bit over there. Okay, so I'm happy enough with that. What I'm going to do now is make my way over here a bit. So I want to put down, again, leave some tethers. And then I want to take this stuff that's really going to make a difference. So the malachite, what's that? That's just power. Power can stay. Okay, and then we want one more of these guys. Okay, and that's going to be great for now. So let's sprint our way, but also be careful. And we want to get, it's here, isn't it? Was it on this one? I believe it was here that we saw a research. Let's have another look. I don't actually see it. Maybe, over there. Okay, so we need to undermine it a bit until it drops us our research. Done enough. Wait, don't do that. Maybe we need to uncover the top as well. Let's try that. Okay, and then let's head around this side. Okay, and now that we're carrying this, sprinting is not an option, and we're going to be moving pretty slowly. And we definitely don't want to accidentally run into the spiky guy. And there's another research here as well, but we're going to have to come back for that. But as you can see from just a few episodes ago, where we were hurting for getting stuck on this thing now. Let's go around if we can. Okay, we need to go this way then. Okay. But what I was saying, oh yes, just a few episodes ago, we were hurting for even the basics of compound. This is the way out is. Or is it? I think it is actually. No, that doesn't go up. That's definitely not the way. That's our other direction we've been working on. Here's the way out here. Yeah, so third time of asking, maybe I can get it out of my mouth. So even just a couple of episodes ago, we were hurting for just the basics of compound to get ourselves going, and now we've got a whole heap of resources. We're bringing back a lot of copper and aluminium, and we found our second research, and we should be, I think, on the cusp of getting our first vehicle as well, which is going to make life a lot better for us. Now, have we come out at the end of the windstorm, which would be great, rather than the start? Looks like we have. Okay, so let's get that. Oh, I was gonna say up there, but we managed to put it behind us then. Okay. Oh, twice. I need to make sure it's actually sitting on it before I click. Okay, there we go. And I'm not gonna make you wait for the next one this time. I'm going to click and get this researched. And what have we got? So we've got some lithium. So that's some rare ore that we're going to be able to use for some other things later. We're going to get a smelter going here, which gives us some more aluminium. And before I end this episode, I'm going to smelt all of the stuff that we brought back. That does mean we're going to have to wait. Hopefully day isn't too far away, so we can get and actually what I should do is, if I have some compound, that's resin. Oh, let's get out of our backpack. What I should have done was I should have saved some of our compound to make some of the hydro ones as well, because that would give us power at night when it's windy as well. But that's something I should have done, which I didn't do, so good going me, I guess. Let's just play kicking these around for a bit. So it's going to take, as you can see, the moon is only rising now, so it's going to take a while. So I think at the beginning of the next episode is when we're going to at the beginning of the next episode is when we're going to get that smelting done. So So that does bring us to the end of this episode. If you have enjoyed it, as I look at the moon, well, the moon's gone now, but it was a beautiful moon. But if you have enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. And I really do hope to see all of you next time. Goodbye.